What is up, guys? It is your boy Keep It Real, and I want to thank you for tuning into today's video. Now, I'm going to stop with the voice and say, I hope you're having a fantastic day. Now, if you look at my screen right here, you guys can observe and come to the conclusion that Rockstar has lost their mind. So, here in recent news, we've been getting information about a potential Red Dead Redemption remake, remaster, whatever you want to call it, whatever this company wants to sugarcoat it, because you guys remember the awful GTA trilogy that was supposed to be a reimagined version of the GTA San Andreas 3. Come on. And it was just basically those games with shaders. Modders have already done this before. I don't even understand why Rockstar pumped that out, and it was abysmal. They had to send out refunds because the game was not what it was promised to be. It was just a sugarcoat, which they're kind of doing with this game, and I'm hoping they don't get away with it. I understand Rockstar needs to make money in order to produce games such as GTA 6, but keep in mind that we are your fans, and when you release garbage content, yes, we're going to have the occasional fans that purchase it, but you're also going to have people like me that have played the original. So Red Dead Redemption 2 has been Red Dead Redemption, sorry, not 2, has been getting information about getting remake, remastered, and it just recently came out that Rockstar uploaded a video stating that it was gonna come to the PS4 and Nintendo Switch, if you read right here, but not Windows PC. One of my biggest complaints about Red Dead, the original, is the fact that it wasn't on PC because people on PC were never able to mod it, so the graphics are basically, it is what it is. And then you could get San Andreas, but not Red Dead, not the original Red Dead, which doesn't make any sense. Rockstar probably has a reason, but they're kind of bouncing around the edge here, trying to play it safe with no PC. What's going on there? You know, you give them some love. Rockstar Game loved to release Red Dead Redemption 2 on it. It's on Steam. Why not put the original right there? You could get people from that played Red Dead Redemption 2 that want to play the continuation of the story, which is what the original is. The second one is just a prequel. They can experience that for the first time. If you didn't get to play on the PS3 or Xbox 360, or you don't own an Xbox console, you don't get to experience this. So, let's read a little bit more about it on the Windows Central. Red Dead Redemption is officially being ported to the PlayStation 4 and Nintendo Switch. Great, I'm glad Nintendo Switch players are getting this, but why in the world are they including the PS4 and not the PS5? I get it that these companies want to make it seem like the PS4 is still current gen, but it's not. It's last gen. Its time has already passed. Games are being produced without those consoles in mind. It has already passed basically that 2-3 year deadline. You can't keep pumping out games unless they're indie titles to keep supporting these consoles. If they don't want to upgrade, they don't have to, but don't say that you're making games for a last gen as if you're supporting them still, because the only reason you're doing this is because you want that extra money. So look at that. With the Undead Nightmare expansion, which means one of the better expansions which we all want in Red Dead Redemption 2 is coming. So if you've never experienced Red Dead, this might be a good option for you. I would personally go with emulation, or possibly something along the lines of getting a PS3 or Xbox 360, or even just getting an Xbox One and backwards compatibility, because Undead Nightmare and Red Dead are great games. So there's no PC port like we already covered, and Xbox players can play it with backwards compatibility. The game will be available on new platforms for $50. You're telling me that you bumped the graphics up from 720p to 1080p and switched the graphics from a game in the early 2000s, maybe late 2000s, early 2010s, at ultra settings. Oh my gosh, it looks like Borderlands. This is not a graphical update. This is not by no means a remaster, a remake. This is just the game put at ultra settings on a PC and put on consoles that can run it that way now, which makes zero sense. The PS4 can run Red Dead Redemption 2. It can definitely run Red Dead at ultra settings at 60 FPS. The Nintendo Switch, I won't even cover really much about that, because I'm happy that people that play the Nintendo can experience this game, because unfortunately they can't experience Red Dead Redemption 2. It's too much for the Nintendo Switch. So they released this trailer just a few hours ago, so I want to take a look at it. Let's just watch it together so you guys can see what I'm referring to when I mean that it's not really a big graphical update, okay?
My name's John Marston. I'm here to bring two men to justice. Bill Williamson, Javier Escuela.
I know one thing, Senor Marston. If you are to have your own way, force must be used. Find out where he's cowering.
I mean, take a look at the scene. Yes, it looks somewhat crisp, but it definitely looks like it's a generation late game. This game should have been remade a long time ago. This game should have been re-released a long time ago. And as a matter of fact, at one point you could play the Red Dead on the PlayStation Now service.
Your wife and son are doing well. Let's try to ensure things stay that way.
Low effort. Rockstar, thank you very much. You know, it's not even a weather overhaul. It's not even like they put new forms of weather. The lighting looks pretty much the same. Like I said, it's just like putting this game on ultra settings on PC and then dumping it on a console that can handle that.
Slow down, John. We gotta stop meeting like this.
Okay. Which is, again, the Undead Nightmare DLC is probably the only reason I can justify, not the price tag, but I can justify the release of this game for the Nintendo Switch. Because at least they'll be able to experience it. So, on Metacritic, when it originally released in 2010, so late 2000s, early 2010s, I don't want to say 2010 because a lot of people experienced it either shortly after release or in 2010. So, yeah. So, originally they had a game called Red Dead Revolver in 2004, if you guys read right here. So this game is also another game. So they've made 3 Red Dead games. 95 critic with 73 critic reviews and 8.9 with 3,970 ratings for the PS3 edition. Just telling you that this game was at top. At the time of its release, it was graphically advanced. At a time of its release, it was an awesome experience. But if you know what Rockstar loves to do with their remasters, it's that they like to produce things that don't have any substantial gain to playing the original. Look at this. This is from the trilogy that was full priced. $60 for 3 old games that you can buy on your iPhone for $5 a piece. $8 a piece. And it looks just about the same as the iPhone versions. Wow. It's almost as if Rockstar doesn't care. And when with this trilogy released, there was a ton of instances where people were just clipping through the maps or missions were completely unplayable. Just completely unfinishable. So there was an update released to fix that and fix glitches and stuff, and they've been patching the game. But come on, Rockstar. You haven't given us anything about GTA 6. We're itching for some games from you. And we have not received anything but boot licking. We have not received anything but you pooping on a golden toilet and then telling us to scoop it out and eat it. So, I want to add to this. This, I feel personally, this is an opinion. Don't take this as factual, but I have a feeling that Rockstar knows exactly what they're doing. I have a feeling that they're releasing these lackluster remakes and remasters, again, to make you salivate, as I said in a previous video, about a upcoming game such as GTA 6, because what happens when you get a game that's very lackluster? You look forward to games that are very high on your score, very high on your hype list. If you play an indie game and you're like, it's all right, and then right around the corner you got Spider-Man 2, how are you going to react once you get to play Spider-Man 2 when you just got done playing something that was very lackluster? Even if it's a AAA game that you bought and you were just, this is pretty mid, and then you play a brand new game you've been waiting for $70. Wow, this blew my mind away. That's what companies do. They release very bad products over and over again and then feed you one good product so you believe in them again and then you start buying, and then they can release those bad things in the hopes that you stay there and buy those nice things. So GTA 6, I don't even know when it releases. It might not even release anytime soon, but they're really pumping out these older games, and I'm thinking it's to put new generations, people younger than me and you know, those people now getting into gaming to play those old Red Dead, GTA games so they understand what they're going to be stepping into in Rockstar's future. And I completely understand, but this is not the way to do it. Give them a proper remake. Give Red Dead the love it deserves because honestly, if anything, Rockstar hates Red Dead. Rockstar hates the success of Red Dead. They didn't feed the multiplayer on Red Dead Redemption 2 or Red Dead, even though it could have been a fantastic experience. They have not fed anybody who loves the Red Dead series. None. That you haven't gotten fed. GTA 5 still receives more updates than Red Dead Redemption 2. And Red Dead Redemption 2 almost won Game of the Year but lost to God of War. Still a fantastic game. With all that being said, I want you to take into consideration that there are alternate ways to experience Red Dead Redemption. You can play it on an Xbox backwards compatibility, and you can also emulate online. Now, I'm not condoning piracy. I'm just stating that there are ways that you can play this game if you would like. You have a fantastic evening. This was Keep It Real, and remember to leave a like and subscribe.